Now that the form is working, it is time for us to make the asynchronous request to our backend to create the post. And we are going to use TanStack, and that is React query. If you go to tanstack.com, this is the interface, and here it has these libraries, but we are going to use the TanStack React query. So click on that, or better still, you can go to tanstack.com/query and latest. So let's scroll down, and we are going to install into our application. So click on the read the docs, and then here you can read more. And like I said, that I have a course on React query. So let's click on the installation, and here we can install either to use npm, pnpm, or yarn, and we are going to use npm. So I'm going to copy this and then back to our application, shut down, and then paste that. All right, it has finished. So let's continue on with the installation. Let's scroll down, or better still, you can use the CDN, and let's click on the, and here it has what is called recommendations, and we can install the ESLint plugin. For this one, let's ignore that, and then click on quick start and scroll down here, and this is how you're going to configure it, and I'm going to show you the simplest way. And let's go ahead and click on the dev tools. We're going to install this dev tool, and I'm going to use the npm I to install that. So back to our application, paste it, and then install. That's all what we need when it comes to the installation. So let's go ahead and configure it in our React application. All right, so let me clear the terminal and run the server and close these guys. We are going to configure it at the top level, either in the app.js or the main.jsx. And this is where I'm going to configure it. So first step is that let's require the TanStack package as from TanStack, that is at TanStack/React query, and we will need what is called query client, and then we will need the query client provider, and that is it for the packages. So next step is that let's create instance of the client, and it goes like this as const query client is equal to new the query client as that. This is a high order component that we are going to inject into React. So how are we going to do that? So over here, we're going to bring in the query client provider. As you can see, if you're familiar with React Redux, the format is the same. So here, let's place the app inside. Then inside here for the query client, you're going to provide what is called the client. And then we pass in the query client instance that we just provided over here. Let's also configure the dev tool. And we have already installed it, so let's copy this one, which is this, and then back to our application, paste it here, and here below your app, we are going to provide the React query dev tool, and then we're going to provide what is called, let's see the configuration, and that is the initial opens. So here initial opens equal to false, meaning that I don't want to open these two by default. So now with this one, let's see in our application, which is this. If I refresh it, as you can see, we have TanStack dev 2. let me close this, and if I click on that, as you can see, this is similar to Redux Dev 2. We have the queries, for example, making GET request, a mutation, and that is creating, deleting, or updating posts. And we have all these states. How cool it is. All right. So now that we have configured React query successfully, it is time for us to use it. Let's continue in the next video.